Hey everyone, Brian Zane here. Just want to talk to you about the big breaking news happening in the wrestling world today. A lot of you people have been asking me about it on social media, so I figured I'd give you my 2 cents. The big news right now is that the IWGP Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows either are going to be signed very soon or they already are signed by WWE. There's a lot of conflicting reports about how close to or how official the signing is, but they all are WWE bound. That's the big takeaway here. It's been reported by the Wrestling Observer. It's been verified by Figure 4 Weekly and a bunch of other news sites. Styles and Nakamura are apparently not going to NXT. They're going straight to the main roster. They have high price tags, so it's not economically feasible for them to go to NXT when it's just smaller venue, smaller touring. So they're going straight to the main roster, which is pretty much unheard of. It's unprecedented for major indie signings at this point. Even Samoa Joe didn't get that. It's been rumored that some, at least, of the people who are from New Japan jumping over are going to be surprise entrants in this month's Royal Rumble match. Obviously, that's yet to be confirmed because, we all like surprises, so hopefully that will happen with at least some of the people. Now, my thoughts on this, first of all, with Anderson and Gallows, I'm not going to lie to you and say I know much about them right now. I haven't followed Luke Gallows since he left WWE when he was with the Straight Edge Society. I don't know much about Carl Anderson at all, so I can't really tell you much about them. Their position is going to be interesting when they move over, but obviously the big talk is Styles and Nakamura. Now, Styles, I never thought he would go to WWE, especially considering his age. He's pushing 40 now. He's 38 years old, and he's got a back injury he's been working through lately. So that being said, I'm curious to how much mileage they'll get out of him in WWE, especially when he's working the main roster with more rigorous touring schedules. Now, maybe he got a sweetheart deal like Samoa Joe. I don't know. But I'm curious what they'll do with him. With Nakamura, obviously, now he's 35. He's not that much younger than AJ Styles. He's just as much of a veteran as Styles. So, but he's obviously one of the biggest, if not the biggest, star in Japan right now. The one, in my opinion, with the most potential for mainstream appeal when he goes to WWE. And of course, he's not going, I think he's going to be coming later after everyone else because he still has his obligations to fulfill as Intercontinental Champion. So we'll see where that goes. Now, the thing with a signing like this is, on the one hand, you're excited for them because, now they get to go to the bigger stage, the bigger exposure of WWE. At the same time, though, especially with Styles and Nakamura, anything less than world title status and just beating ass on everyone is going to be a huge disappointment for a lot of their fans. We've seen what happens to big names who aren't from WWE, who come there, and we see what happens to them. We've seen this happen since the Monday Night Wars. When a big name from another company comes to WWE, they become a very small fish in a big pond, and they have to work their way back up to earn the good graces of the McMahons. And so that can be a very tedious, tiresome, laborious process. Sometimes it pays off, but sometimes, in the most case, it does not. So we'll see where it happens. Again, because these guys are not the average age of your typical wrestler for WWE, they're in their mid to late 30s. How much mileage can you get out of these guys? But they are going to give you good matches. That's the thing. Whether they're old or not, they are very good at what they do. Styles has practically reinvented himself since leaving TNA. He's almost a totally different wrestler, and they've dropped the ball with him in TNA so often that it's curious to see what they'll do with him in WWE. Those are my big concerns, is that their age is going to hinder any long-term success. It's going to be difficult to build the company around them or spend a lot of time making them the next big stars. And also the fact that because they have such big reputations outside of WWE, there's the fear that, soon we'll be seeing them jobbing out to people who are just so far below them on the totem pole, it's going to irk a lot of fans. There's a lot of possibilities with maybe bringing Finn Balor up and Samoa Joe and bringing those guys up and recreating the classic matches, they had with each other in Japan and in TNA and stuff like that. So let me know what you think about this possibility in the comments section. Let me know where you think Gallows and Anderson will end up. Again, those guys, you can't take anything away from those guys, but the big story is Styles and Nakamura. So let me know what you think about this big development in the comments section below. Be sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to Wrestling with Regret, and buy the t-shirts at ProWrestlingTees.com. 3 fabulous styles to choose from. I hope you shop there very soon. I'm Brian Zane, and I'll see you next time.